Hey everyone, this is Nick, and I wanted to record a video specifically on how we can take payroll that we're issuing to our employees, which is by default and automatically being put toward expenses within our P&L. I want to show you how you can dig into a report and pull a little bit out of that and move it to cost of goods sold. So the situation here is we run a construction business, a renovation business, and we have different types of labor, right? Some of our staff is office staff that should be attributed to expenses, while some of our staff is labor staff that we should be putting in cost of goods sold so that it gets calculated into our gross profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run payroll through QuickBooks. When we do that, all of the wages that I pay to everybody in my organization is going to go toward wages, and wages is an expense, okay? But we want to be able to pull some of that out and put it toward cost of goods sold. I'm going to show you exactly how I do that within my business. So I'm going to start by running payroll. All right, so I'm just going to run this payroll quick. And I'm in August of 2023. I'm going to obviously block some of this out, as far as who we're paying. So I'm going to submit this payroll. And then we don't have to do this every single time we run payroll, but because I'm doing this as the last payroll of the month of August, it makes sense for me to do this right now. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to my P&L and understand where those wages went and then how I can bring them out and put them into cost of goods sold. So I'm going to go to a sample P&L, and what I do with this is I have this wages internal labor, and it's the cost of goods sold. And if I drill down into it, you're going to see that what I do is every single month I move funds from my wages to my cost of goods sold. So if I go back to my P&L, my wages right here, this is where all of the funds that I issue toward payroll automatically go. Okay, so if I go into this, you're going to see all of the checks go in here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go in and find the amount for a given month that was paid to those employees who are field employees, and we're going to bring it then into internal labor right here. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. And the cool thing about this, once you do it once, you can copy. I'm going to show you exactly how that works. All right, so let's go into the report that's going to give us what we need here. So I'm going to go to standard report, and this is going to be employee detail or payroll summary by employee. We'll do it. Okay. I apologize. I'm going to have blocking some stuff off here again too, so that we don't just disclose all this personal information. But what we do is the first thing we do is we filter the month. So I only want August because I've already done this for all the other months within 2023. So I'm just doing August. Now, I'm recording this on the 25th of August, but I know I'm not going to have any other payroll beyond today. So I might as well just do the whole month and I can apply that. Okay, now I'm going to customize this and I'm going to group by, and here I'm going to include only specific employees. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to exclude from this list any office staff. So that actually includes myself, my business partner, my project manager. We're going to exclude from this list. So what I'm doing here is I'm including only those that are field employees. All right, so we have those 5. I'm going to run that report, and then what I'm looking for is the total gross pay. $21,704, and actually we'll take the adjusted gross is what we're going to be taking there. So I'm going to copy that number. So I've just copied that number, that adjusted gross. And what's so cool about this report is it's not going to change anything. I'm going back to my P&L now. It won't change anything when it comes to the net income. The net income will remain exactly the same. All I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving wages from this account, which is an expense, to cost of goods sold. So if we summarize this P&L, you see that we have our income, our cost of goods sold, our expenses. It's so important that we get this cost of goods sold number so that we can calculate what our gross profit is. That's a really important KPI for our business. And if a lot of what we're selling is our internal labor, we're going to want to bring some of our wages up here. All right, so I've copied that 21,000 number. And now all we do is we take the last month that I did. So I did July payroll. I'm going to take this one, All right, and I'm going to copy this over, and I'm going to do this as of 8/31/2023. All right, and I'm going to change the description to August payroll, and all I'm going to change is the amount. Okay, so I'm debiting internal labor. I just pasted it in there. I'm debiting internal labor. I'm making that go up. I'm taking it out of my wages. I didn't take everything because we still have plenty of wages that should go there, right? The costs associated with our office staff should be there, right? So I'm putting that in there, all right? And then I'm going to save and close this. What this will do is it'll create another transaction here. It will increase my cost of goods sold and it will decrease my expenses such that it more properly reflects my cost of goods sold, and therefore my gross profit is more accurate. This 42% is now something I'm tracking against my KPIs and whatever my goals are. And this wages down here was reduced a bit. Again, the total net income does not change at all. When your accountant does this at the end of the year, they're not going to care about this. They'll put it all as expenses, whatever they need to do, that's fine. But for us as business owners, or the controller of this business, the CFO of this business, we want to be able to understand our metrics. And one of our really important metrics is cost of goods sold. Super, super important. Okay. So this is what I do within my business. Again, just a little tiny tweak, a little journal entry. I don't have to recreate the wheel. I just copy it every time, every month. And I just move one item to the other. I don't have to mess around with the infrastructure of the accounting software pulling in payroll to one account. Whether it's QuickBooks or something else, it's kind of easier to let that just go to one place, let it dump into one place, and then we can journal entry it out through the reporting that I've shown here, okay? Something that I've been asked about a lot. I use it within my own company. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Let me know if you have any questions on this. And then, of course, we have our full end-to-end course, Builder Books Academy, available. If you want to check that out, it's where I'm going to teach you everything that I know about accounting for any kind of building business, remodeling, building, flipping, whatever that is. We kind of go end-to-end in that course, Builder Books Academy. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.